Hey guys, how's it going? Ches back again with another career mode video, and today we have an extremely important career mode video. This will be taking the place of your normal Chelsea career mode episode for today. We will, of course, as per usual, return to it tomorrow. But I have one specific question for you today, and one specific question alone, and you'll be able to tell what that is by the title of the video. But before we get into it, if you want to get yourself some Ultimate Team coins, then head over to footcoinking.com. There's a link in the description. And if you use the code CHES at checkout, CHES, you can get yourself an extra 5% off your coins, and it's an instant service, really fast, within seconds in fact, with the automated service on that website. So definitely check them out, links are below. But the question in hand is, what do we do next? We are of course coming towards the end of the third season at Chelsea. Now you'll see in the description a straw poll, which is exactly what we did before. It's a vote on a separate website. I'll leave a link to it in the description. I'll be tweeting out about it constantly over the next few days as well. So if you don't follow me on Twitter, then do so. There is a link in the description as well, at Chesnoy Gaming, and there's links to down there to Instagram as well if you want to follow me over there. But anyway, I will be tweeting this poll out, trying to get as much feedback as I possibly can over the next few days. I haven't put too many options in it because I just couldn't make decisions myself, and I didn't want to throw you guys 7 or 8 different options and then have a really wide variety of preferences. I want to kind of hone it, so rather than having like 10% of people want 10 different things, at least there'll be a large chunk of people that want one specific type of career mode, if you see where I'm coming from. But anyway, the options are, of course, we could do a 4th season at Chelsea, although we pretty much have probably the strongest team we could possibly get right now, and we're looking like we're going to win the Premier League this season. That would mean we've won the Premier League, the Champions League, and the Capital One Cup in that particular series. We of course won the Capital One Cup already in the third season as well, so we won that twice now. But that is one option, although it's probably the least preferred option. I would perhaps like to do something new, but what of the new options, I have no preference, so I want to say that before we go any further. But I'll show you the other decisions now. The first option would be a career mode with Leeds United in the Championship. I've never done anything that's lower league, even though Championship isn't really lower league, but I've never done anything that isn't BPL or a top division in any country. We've done Chelsea and Tottenham from the BPL this year. We've also done AC Milan and Atleti from briefly Atleti from Serie A and La Liga. So Leeds United are going to be one of the options on the poll, but I'll leave that up to you whether you want to accept Leeds United or not. Decent transfer budget for the particular league that they're in, and a decent wage budget as well. Some good players already at the club, and some decent prospects there as well. The next option is actually a league below, in League One with Wolverhampton Wanderers. Now, they got double relegated, didn't they, from the Premier League and then out of the Championship into League One. In real life this season, they were able to win League One and bounce straight back up, and that would be the challenge with Wolves, to bounce straight back up into the Championship and then potentially get back up again into the Premier League. Now, we have about 3 months between now and FIFA 15, and it takes me probably around about 5 weeks per season. So you have to bear in mind, if we do Wolves, we'd need at least 2 seasons to bounce back up. So we'd have to start a series like this now and not do a 4th season at Chelsea if you wanted me to do some sort of lower league road to recovery with Wolves, etc. But they've got some decent players and a decent transfer budget, again, especially for the league that they're in, and a decent weekly wage budget as well, and some very good players already at the club to start from. That is option number 3. Option number 4 would be Borussia Dortmund. We haven't done anything in Germany this year. Of course, in the My Player, we're at Bayern Munich, but we are looking to move away from the club in that particular series. So I wouldn't be adverse to doing a series in the Bundesliga. I did Borussia Dortmund on FIFA 13, thoroughly enjoyed it, and it went down really well as well. So I would be open to going back to Borussia Dortmund if you guys might like to see that. That is the 4th option on the list in the poll. Obviously, a decent transfer budget, a decent wage budget, and some very good players at the club already. Particularly, obviously, Robert Lewandowski, Marco Reus, Wiedenfeller, however you want to pronounce it, Gundogan, Blaszczykowski, Mkhitaryan, etc. Very strong squad, but definitely room for improvement. And that is the 4th option. And with regards to any other options, I haven't got anything on the poll because I didn't want to flood it, but other options could be potentially Bayer Leverkusen. on the other side of it for a Bundesliga team. Also, if I perhaps may go to Spain and do Real Sociedad, it was the other option I was going to put on there. But I decided not to. But if you want to leave comments in the section below rather than vote on the poll, as well as voting on the poll, then I will take those into account as well. And the final one was actually adds Villarreal to that as well from Spain. Yeah, I'm just genuinely throwing names out there now. But the ones on the poll are the main ones I want you to vote for, basically. But these are just random ones that potentially may pop to mind. Villarreal as well, and one more was in France, which was Marseille. So obviously, main four choices, as you'll see on the poll, are fourth season at Chelsea, Leeds United, Wolverhampton Wanderers, and Borussia Dortmund. And then, I would prefer to do one of those four, and preferably a new career mode as well, rather than carrying on at Chelsea. But as of which of the three options that you have that I'd be preferred to, there aren't any. I would be quite happy to do any of those three career modes, so it is all up to you. This series, or this poll rather, will run until the end of the weekend, so that gives me enough time to then finish off the Chelsea career mode next week and be able to prepare to start the new career mode towards the end of next week and into the week after that. But that's going to bring this short video to a close, guys. Please do feel free to leave the video a like, share some support. If you could, definitely check the link in the description, head over and vote on the poll. Follow me on Twitter at Chesnoid Gaming as well if you want to keep bang up to date with everything that goes on the channel and with me as well. Follow me on Instagram, check Footcoin King for any ultimate team coins you may want. Use the code Ches at checkout so that they know that I sent you. And that's going to bring this one to a close. We will have a World Cup Road to Glory episode tonight. We'll be back to Chelsea career mode tomorrow with my player as well. There was Chelsea career mode and my player yesterday as well. So check the channel page for anything you may have missed. Subscribe to the channel if you haven't already. We hit 12,000 subscribers yesterday, so thank you very much for that. Absolutely superb to hit another milestone. Hopefully we can push on and perhaps hit 13k within the next few weeks. We'll have to wait and see how we go. But the channel has been growing very, very well indeed, and you guys have been showing fantastic support. So more thanks to you than anything else for that. But that is going to bring this one to a close. I've rabbited on again, and I will see you next time.